Hey guys, so this is my Tim Burton inspired Cinderella look. As you can see, it's very different from the other ones that I've done. So I've already blocked out my eyebrows and foundationed my face and wherever I need it. I'm now blacking out my shoulders and neck to create that thin neck effect. But as she's already got bones on her neck, then it's kind of filling in around. I already carved out where my mouth and eyes and the ribs are going to go anyway. This video is going to be more of an in-depth of how I'm doing my body painting. So I'm taking a black water activated paint to fill in all the black areas. Now with a smaller brush, I'm going to get close enough into the edges of the bones around the neck, ensuring that they're all even and all filled in. It's easier with a smaller brush to get close enough so you don't go over the lines. And now I'm just filling in that little bit under the neck area and onto the chest. As you can see, sometimes water activated paints do kind of blotch out, so you kind of need to keep going over them if there is any areas that need filling in a bit more. So now I'm creating the rib holes, and to do this I filled it in with black lightly, and then closer to the center I'm creating it more dark, so more depth, and then blending that out. This way it just gives the illusion of more depth in the center of the chest. Continue this on with every rib hole that you've created. Now taking a white body paint, you're just going to fill in every area that is bone. Now once it's all done, you should have something like this, and now you can fill in the bones on the neck. And Cinderella has a choker on. I only filled in the top one and the bottom one, as the middle one was going to be her choker. To create more of the choker effect, make sure that the middle lines are more straight, whereas the top and bottom ones are kind of curved round. Now fill in the mouth area. I filled it in completely. This way it was easier to apply the black on top. That way it didn't smudge whenever I had to apply the white, because it was already there. You don't necessarily have to be neat with this part, as we're going to fill it in anyway and colour everything in. Now just apply it to the eye sockets that you've created. This way it will be able to cover up the eyebrow and basically make the eye stand out a lot more. The only issue I had with this, it did make the rest of the face look a lot darker, because it was supposed to look like it still had skin on, and I did use a very light foundation, but it just made it look a bit more darker with the bone being so white. But make sure you take your time over the eyebrow and cover every individual hair. This way it covers up a lot better and creates a seamless effect. As well with the eyelashes, kind of go on the top and underneath just to kind of colour them in. If you have a white mascara, that would be the best thing to use. But don't forget to leave a little section above that white eye as your eyelid, as we're going to fill that in a different colour. Now once your two eyes are done, we're now going to create bone shapes on the arms. Now this is fairly easy, you just create kind of a ball socket joint and then a thinner line coming off of it, and then just fill it in. Repeat this on the other side. It doesn't matter if they look slightly different, no bone is ever going to look the same as its counterpart. Now that the bone's filled in, just take the black water activated paint and fill around the area. This way it will give the illusion that it is just a bone rather than your arm with a bone drawing on it. It helps with the black background, but if you don't have a black background, it still will work if you're in the dark or if you're going out for a party. Now powder everywhere that really needs it. I found the neck and areas of the chest definitely needed to be powdered, as movement of the neck and body kind of creased up and made it smudge. I found it easier to dab a load of translucent powder on and then blend it out. But go gentle, as you don't want to smudge anything. The same goes with the eyes. I used a powder puff to do this, that way it was more precise. And again, dust away any excess. Now I'm taking a light blue and filling in the dress of Cinderella. On the reference picture of Cinderella's dress, it was a light blue on the chest area and a slightly darker blue on the arms, so that's kind of what I'm creating here. And with that lighter blue, I'm filling in the choker on the neck. Go slow and easy with this because you don't want to blend out the lines. And taking this colour, we're now going to do the eyelids as well. So that area above the eye, you're going to fill it in. If you do go over, that's absolutely fine. It's just trial and error to correct the shape that you want. With the eyebrows, if your eyebrow hairs are in this space, just go up and down on it rather than swishing it from side to side. This way it will help keep the eyebrows still down. Now taking a slightly, actually I think this is slightly lighter blue than the original blue, and it goes on the sleeves. This was just a mixture of that turquoise blue paint and white. Again, all of these colours are water-based paints, so they're easy to come off and they're super easy to blend. Just do not use too much water, as this can make the colours run. So taking a black water paint, and we're now creating the pupil with a cotton bud. I found with the other end of the cotton bud it was easier to powder that little area down. This way it will stop the pupil creasing and smudging over that white eye. Now taking a brown paint, we're now going to create the eyebrow. I like to create the line and then feather it outwards. This way it creates almost like hairs of the eyebrow. Once that's done, take a black water activated paint with a liner brush, and now we're going to line the eyelid and create some eyelashes. Now you're going to create some bottom eyelashes as well with this. Now I created some nose holes as if my nose wasn't there, but it just didn't look right, so if you want to skip this bit you can. It would be a little bit better if it wasn't in the actual picture. Now taking the black liner, I'm going to create the ridge where the teeth are going to meet. And now I'm creating the lips with a pink paint, and that is just going to go around the edges of this mouth that we created. This way it looks like the mouth is incredibly widened to show the exposed teeth. Just fill the little gap in with the same colour. This is a pink and red mixture just to create this darker pink colour. Now taking a thin brush, we're now going to create the teeth, remembering to curve them as it goes down. Don't forget to create smaller teeth as the line goes outwards. This way it looks like the jaw is going back into the mouth. As it is a cartoon look, you don't need to be very anatomical, just as long as you've got the idea and the right shape. Now taking a black paint and lightly streaking it in the edges of the mouth. This will create a shadow effect, as if the jaw is more exposed and it's deepening into the mouth. Darken that up in the edges and corners, but be very light-handed with this. Now taking a mixture of yellow and white, I'm filling in the teeth, as if she's a dying Cinderella, I'm pretty sure she won't have the best coloured teeth in the world. Now taking a light brown, we're going to create some shading in the face. So we now add in like the depth of the eyelid, and making sure you go steady, slowly and a little at a time. This way it's easier to blend and see where you need more. Now bring that underneath the eyes to create kind of an eye socket, and also it creates a nice bag effect, especially when this Cinderella is dying. You can deepen this look just by adding more powder and blending out less. Now taking a dark powder, we're now just going to deepen the edges of the mouth. Again, concentrate most of the colour in the edges. Now taking a white body paint and lightly creating a highlight effect over the body. So this would be the high points of the face. Now using that white paint, we're going to create high points on the clothing area, so that would be the tops of the shoulders. By applying it thicker on the white bones, it will create a highlight effect. But don't forget to blend this out on the shoulders of the clothes. This way it doesn't look too white on there. But on the bone, it's fine to leave it there. Now taking a darker colour like brown, we're creating depth on the bones and around the clothes and choker. Do this lightly, but remember that the darker the areas are usually underneath and the lighter dark areas are going to be on top. Just remember to blend this out. And there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, subscribe if you're not, and leave a comment down below what you thought, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!